Assalamu alaikum. Welcome all to Easy Human Anatomy channel. Today I discuss pituitary gland, only must know informations. Following information present within this video. So at first part of the pituitary gland has two lobes, the anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary. The parts of the anterior pituitary is pars tuberalis, pars intermedia and pars distalis. And this is posterior pituitary. It's connected with the hypothalamus by infundibulum, and this narrow portion which connect the whole pituitary gland with the hypothalamus is known as the pituitary stalk. Pituitary gland develop from two embryonic source. One is ectoderm, which this ectodermal source arises from the fetal oral cavity. This is the outgrowth of the oral cavity known as the rete pouch, and this is the diencephalon. Diencephalon de develop a downward extension, and both these structure it meet and gradually they form the pituitary gland. The anterior pituitary is developed from the rete pouch, which is the outgrowth from ectoderm of the oral cavity, and posterior pituitary is a part of the nervous system, and you see this is developed from the diencephalon. So this is the case pouch, and this is the extension of the diencephalon, and this case pouch is lost connection with the oral cavity and enter within the cranium. The pars intermedia is the junction between two pituitary gland, the space between two pituitary gland. So this is the development of the pituitary gland, rete pouch, extension of the diencephalon. They are meet with each other. There is a gap between two embryonic source and the formations of the posterior pituitary, formation of the anterior pituitary, and this two source is indicated by the pars intermedia. This is the pituitary gland, and there is some important relationship you have to understand. This is the hypothalamus. This is optic chiasma. If optic chiasma is near to the pituitary gland, so any tumor within the pituitary gland is press the optic chiasma and it produces bitemporal hemianopia. Both sided temporal vision is lost, center vision is persist. This is sella turcica. It is present within the body of the sphenoid bone, and it's near to the brainstem. You know, brainstem is formed by the midbrain, pons, and medulla oblongata. Two sides of the pituitary gland, cavernous sinus is present, and within the cavernous sinus, this is an internal carotid artery, and this is abducens nerve, so it is near to the pituitary gland. Why pituitary gland is known as the master gland? It regulates major organ and major gland of the body by releasing hormone. Some releasing hormone is secreted from the pituitary gland which activate the other glands of the body. So if the pituitary gland is inactive, the other gland is healthy but they are not functioning because pituitary gland control all of them. The two lobe of the pituitary gland and two separate function. Anterior pituitary anterior part is secrete some hormone which stimulate other organ or other glands of the body, and posterior pituitary is release some specific hormone, antidiuretic hormone and oxytocins. They are two specific target organ. One is the kidney and another is the reproductive organ. The hypothalamic pituitary axis. The hypothalamus secretes some releasing hormone. This releasing hormone act on anterior pituitary, and anterior pituitary secretes some releasing hormone which act on the another gland of the body, and the final hormone secretion is um, liberate from the this final gland. The final hormone secretion is occur from this gland. So there is a sequence of event is shown in this gland, hypothalamus, pituitary, and the target gland, and final secretion of the hormone. The hypophyseal portal circulation. Why portal circulation is present here? You know, the hypothalamus is secrete some releasing hormone, and this hormone have to come into the anterior pituitary, and then anterior pituitary can able to function. So there is a superior hypophyseal artery which from a capillary process within the hypothalamus, and hypothalamic secretion is entered within this capillary, and via the portal vein this secretion is came directly to the anterior pituitary. It's not go to the systemic circulation. If it is go to the systemic circulation, this releasing hormone is not able to activate the anterior pituitary gland. So this capillary set, first set capillary set is present within the hypothalamus, and this is portal vein, and through this portal vein this hypothalamic secretion is directly came into the anterior pituitary, and it's stimulate anterior pituitary, and anterior pituitary stimulate some releasing hormone which go to the systemic circulation and target the desired organ or glands. The anterior pituitary has two type of cell, chromophiles and chromophore. Chromophils, they take staining. Chromophobe cell, they don't able to stain. So these are the pale color cell is present into the slide of the anterior pituitary, and they are not able to get staining. And there are some cell they get staining, some are red in color, this is acidophil, and some are little bit bluish, this is basophil. So from specific cells some specific secretion is start from secretion growth hormone prolactin from the acidophil, and rest of the secretion is arise from the basophil. The posterior pituitary is nothing but it is actually extension of the nervous system. There is some cell known as the pituitary. Pituitary is nothing but a glial cell, and there is some pinkish net-like structure. They are the processes of the um, nerve, uh, which cell body is present within the thalamus. So within the thalamus, the collections of nerve cell body, two collection of nerve cell body, um, um, known as the nucleus. You know, the collection of nerve cell body is known as the nucleus. There is the two nucleus is important here, supraventricular and supraoptic and paraventricular nuclei, and their axons is entered within the posterior pituitary. So these are the axons of the supraoptic and paraventricular nuclei. They reach within the posterior pituitary, and terminal portion of this axon is hypertrophy is the terminal portion of this axon is swelling, and it stored actually the ADH and oxytocin. This is known as the herring body. So there is important the supraoptic and paraventricular nuclei and hypothalamo-hypophyseal tract. So this collection of the nerve cell body is known as the nucleus. There is a two nucleus is important here, the supraoptic nucleus and paraventricular nucleus, and axon of this um, nerve cell body is from the hypothalamic hypophyseal tract, and this axon terminal portion is swell, and it stored the ADH and oxytocin known as the firing body. So this is all about pituitary gland. If you find this video helpful, please share this video. Please support me by subscribing my channel, and please um, give your valuable comment what type of video you want from this channel, and who already subscribed my channel, thank you for your support. Thank you very much.